guys, and welcome back to the Gamers Vault. I'm your host James, and today we're going to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to get off my back is this. Okay? The mini NES. I spent $60 on it. Okay? And I'm going to tell you my story about it before I go into the gaming and all that stuff on it. So, the early morning at my local Target, I was there, I was number 8 in line. And there was a line forming and we're all talking about it and everyone's so hyped. And one guy was there at 5 in the morning freezing his butt off. So you can only imagine, right? I got there around 7:30 and I was number 8. So I was lucky, right? My Target informed us that they only had 13 of them available. So I was like, I got this in the bag, right? Closer to the time when the store was opening, people started coming. And our 8 became 22 people. We told them all, listen, we only have 13. But then, of course, they're going to stand around. So the guy opens the door. The guy as in the employee. He opens the door and he goes, we only have 13 available. So I go up to the guy and say, listen, since we have people here since early this morning, are you going to ticket the items so that way these people can go and find their luck somewhere else? He goes, no, you need to run to the customer service counter. So I was like, you serious? He goes, I'm dead serious, and closes the door in my face. I ran to the service counter when they opened the doors. I got one for $60. The first thing I want to say is, Target, shame on you. Just shame on you. I was hoping and praying that I burst my leg, because I don't mind waiting for a $60 console. I love the lawsuit that I would put on your store. And I hope Target watches my video to give them a piece of my mind, 1, and 2 is to tell your stores to start ticketing items so people wouldn't do that. So we don't have any deaths or fatalities or lawsuits. Unless you guys like them. Hey, you make a lot of money. You should be giving them to us. We could use them. The next piece of this puzzle I want to talk about is people. I get supply and demand. And I get it. It's the holiday season. But shame on you. $300 for this unit? Craigslist all over. $300, $240, $260. eBay, same thing. Why? It's $60 for 30 games that you can't actually add. You can't put more games into it. Don't get me wrong. They're hot item games. I don't have some of the games that are in this console. I was lucky enough to get one. I'm gonna say so. I was lucky enough to get one, and I have it over there in my gaming TV over there, and I use it all the time so I can play the games and have fun. Because I don't. As of all these games you see here, I don't own certain games on here. I'm not gonna list them all. So I want to talk about a couple of things else. At the end of this video, I have an announcement, but the second part of it, my video, is the Coleco Chameleon. We all remember that. Now, please forgive me if you hear any noises in the background. I live with neighbors upstairs, so please forgive me. Coleco Chameleon. We all know the Coleco Chameleon. I'm not going to get into the brunt of it. I'm going to give out some points because it's going to lead into my next subject. Coleco Chameleon was supposed to be a cartridge-based system that allowed you to put new cartridges on this system that they were going to make. They came with a shell that looks like a Jaguar. That's 1. And 2 is, which really put them over the edge, is they put a Super Nintendo Junior on it and just poor attempts to make it look like a console. And of course that's the reason why it failed and people were upset, and they have a right to be upset, right? Because you build it up to be this awesome system, and now what happened? Let's go ahead and skip that for a minute. I want to talk about something that I want you guys to take a look at. I'm going to put links below so you guys can go to the sites and look at the YouTube videos and check it out, because I'm not going to put the links to this campaign. You're probably going to look it up anyway, but I want to tell you. I'm going to borrow my fiance's iPad for this. So, earlier today, I was looking at some sites, because I like to look at the Kickstarters and I like to look at the Indiegogos. Sometimes I put money into them because I believe that they came up with the original ideas and it makes sense. the one I want to talk about is the RetroEngine Sigma. It's called RetroEngine Sigma, again, I'm sorry. It's a mini console and media player. RetroEngine Gaming Simplified. Computer, 4K Media Center, and the greatest RetroEngine station known to man. Stop. Just stop. It looks like this. It looks like a Genesis. I'm going to put another picture below so you guys can see it, but it looks like a Genesis. First off, why isn't anybody putting a C and D on this? And if those of you who are not geeks, it means cease and desist. This RetroEngine Sigma needed $20,000 for the campaign to finish. It's up to $307,987. Why, people? Why are you spending money on this? It's a Raspberry Pi, and the front end is RetroPie. I'm going to put a link to that at the bottom of my page so you guys can see it for yourself. It's free software that allows you to have a media center and a lot of emulators built into it so you can play the consoles that you all love. And guess what? Here's the kicker of it all. It's free. You don't have to pay a dime for the software. You have to buy the hardware, and it's a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi goes for like $35. You buy a case and a memory stick and power. And guess what? The HDMI on the Raspberry Pi is 4K. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. All in one little computer. That's what they did. They modified a Raspberry Pi, put it in a small Genesis-like case, and they're selling it back to you. They're no worse than the people selling this for $300. So, I'm begging you, make your voices heard. If you hated the Clico Chameleon because they were just robbing you blind, these people are robbing you blind with a smile on their faces, and you guys are falling for it. The reason why they wouldn't go to Kickstarter, because Kickstarter wouldn't let them do it. Let's put it in face facts. Cease and desist is around the corner for these people. You guys are going to lose a lot of money. I'm not talking about the people doing the campaign, I'm talking about the people who put into the campaign. You're going to lose a lot of money. If you can refund it, cancel, whatever, get it back. You don't need it. On the next few episodes of The Gamer's Vault, I'm going to show you how to do a retro gaming console like the Mini NES and put any games you want on it. PlayStation, Neo Geo. I'm talking PlayStation 1, guys. I'm talking about N64. I'm talking about Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, the Neo Geo Pocket. You name it. There's the website RetroPie that I'm going to show you here. I want you guys to visit it because it's going to show you everything that comes with the systems, so you guys can actually see for yourselves. And I'm gonna put it all in this one little box. Remember this great bad boy? Now, before you guys go out of your goddamn mind, it's empty. There's nothing in it. The motherboard was waterlogged, and I couldn't fix it. So I took the case, and I wouldn't throw the case out because it's not iconic. I'm gonna show you guys bit by bit how I put my Raspberry Pi in this, make it to a 4K machine like the RetroEngine Sigma is gonna put together, and you guys are gonna be able to do it yourself on the next couple of episodes I'm gonna make this videos. First off, I want to say happy holidays. I know those people who are celebrating the holidays, happy holidays to you. Thank you guys for even visiting my channel today. If you liked the video, please push thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments below, because I definitely want to put it out there. I want to talk to you guys and talk about more about the Mini NES Classic and Target's little debacle, the RetroEngine Sigma especially. And if you want to talk about upcoming projects or suggest projects on future projects of my episodes, please suggest them. I don't mind it. If I could do it within my money, with my means, I would do it and put it on there for you guys. So thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you guys soon. Take care.